So I have solved some of the pedigree charts on the sheets of registers because I want you to understand first of all how to perform it, and then I will be giving you, plus you can search on the net also. There are many charts available for practice. Remember, the more you do the practice of these questions, they become more easier for you to understand and solve also. Remember, there was a time in CBSE these questions used to come, like even 2008 paper of CBSE, All India CBSE pedigree chart came. So it is not like pedigree should not come, though it's a different thing. It's a trend going on these for the last many years that they never ask pedigree, but you never know, pedigree can also come in board examinations. So let's start with the easy one. Given below is a pedigree chart of a family with 5 children. So there is a family, female, male, and these are the 5 kids born. Remember, this is the first generation, this is the second generation, this is the sequence of children. Eldest is the son, then the daughter, then son, then daughter, and then the youngest is again the daughter. Now the next point, it shows the inheritance of attached earlobes and opposed to the free earlobes. So now the concept regarding this is that there are individuals with the attached earlobe. We know there are earlobes possible to be attached and possible to be free. Now please remember one thing, that attached and free lobes, these conditions are basically the autosomal character. These are autosomal character. So autosomal character mean they are not controlled by the sex chromosome. So let me solve one in front of you. Remember, these are very easy provided you start solving them, then your confidence level will build. Given below is the pedigree chart of family with 5 children. So 5 children we have drawn in that pedigree. It shows the inheritance of attached earlobes as opposed to the free earlobes. So now the question talks about that there is inheritance. Remember one thing in these questions, whenever something is darkened, so these are the individuals showing the character. So which character they are talking about? Attached earlobe. Remember, free earlobes are dominant and attached earlobes are recessive. That's why you will find in Indian population also, maximum people have free earlobes and very few will have the attached earlobe. If you see the European people, on the contrary, you will find they have all recessive character plus they have attached earlobes, more common compared to the free earlobes. So now the question is, whether the parents are homozygous recessive or whether the parents are homozygous dominant, whether the trait is Y-linked or whether the parents are heterozygous. So first of all, if you see this whole pedigree, let's see if it is a Y-linked type of character. So first of all, you can see here male and female both are affected. So both of them, there is one individual with attached earlobe and this is a male, and there is another individual, this also has attached earlobe, and this person is a female. So can you call it as Y-linked character? No, because it is found even in the female also. And then please remember, Y-linked character should be present in all males. So all these males should have got the character and no female should have got the character. So this option is wrong. Now the next option is, are these parents homozygous recessive, homozygous dominant, or are they heterozygous? Now let's understand a concept here, that capital A, small a, both of these genotypes, this is dominant. Remember, free earlobe is dominant, attached earlobe is recessive. So to have the attached earlobe, what condition do you need? Small a. This is the only condition when the attached earlobes are possible. So because recessive can only represent or express in the homozygous condition, and the dominant can express in both homozygous as well as in the heterozygous condition. But remember, if parents are pure line, then they cannot have such kids. If parents are having such kids, that means they are heterozygous. Reason is very clear. See, to have a child, now you can do one thing. Easy, first of all, a very easy point. Whenever these individuals are showing character and you already know that they are recessive character, you can mention them as small a, small a. So these are the genotypes of both affected, or you can say both the children, one boy and one girl, and both of them have got the attached earlobe. So now one A is coming from one parent, other A is coming from the other parent. Because they both are not showing character, that means they are heterozygous. I hope this point is clear to you. Now that's why when this individual can be capital A or otherwise capital A small a, both conditions are possible, and in both conditions her earlobes will be free. In this case also his both earlobes are going to be free. In this case also her both ear lobes are going to be free. So how do you understand whether they are homo or hetero? We can only understand after their marriage. That's why children will give you the idea of the back history. What was there in the last generation, we can learn from the present generation. I hope this is clear to you. So according to the question, what is the answer now? According to the question, the answer is the parents are heterozygous. I hope this is the easiest one which we have covered. So now let's go to the next type of pedigree. Now this pedigree is regarding a dominant autosomal character. Remember, the character we have learned here is the recessive character and autosomal character. Now the one which we are going to learn is also an autosomal one, but it's a dominant type of character. So now if a character is dominating one, an autosomal one, so we have to find out the genotype of both the mother as well as the father.